Hey there guys, this is Darwin with another review, and what we have here is Pretty Things Cutie Pie. This is a new beer from them, just came out. It is a double IPA featuring Coatu and Belma hops. Coatu, I believe, is a New Zealand hop, and Belma is an American hop, but both are relatively very new hops to hit the hop circles. I did a little bit of research on these two hops. Seems like they're sort of this kind of tropically, very fruit forward, a little bit of pine kind of hops. Very excited. That's my kind of profile. Pretty Things is actually a brewery from Massachusetts, but they're a gypsy brewer, which means they don't actually have their own brewing facility. Instead, they use other breweries' brewing facilities to brew beer. I actually really like this brewery. Quite underrated in my mind. So let's dig in. Also, you can see they have an awesome kind of a nick kind of system. So they like notch a November 14, so very fresh bottle. Let's dig in. The beer comes in a beautiful color. It's this kind of rich, almost like a candied orange kind of color. Pretty hazy, quite amberish, quite like dark and this really kind of rich, like a sunset orange kind of color. Let's get the aroma. Wow, very nice. I get this really kind of complex kind of fruit character as I was expecting. One of the notes that was described as strawberry, I get that. I get this wonderful kind of pineapple, a lot of pineapple, passion fruit kind of thing. A little bit of, oh yeah, wow, it really is pineapple forward. It's not too sweet, but it's more that like kind of almost like that tart quality of a pineapple. It's like it's green. It's a little bit raw, unripened. A little bit of this kind of this kind of like grassiness in the background. Almost even a kiwi kind of thing going on. Wonderful kind of tropical aroma. Cheers. This is awesome. That's nice. Yep. Very, it reminds me actually of their Meadowlark IPA, which I highly recommend to you guys. In the front, it's not as like juicy as the aroma might suggest. But it's not, the aroma actually is not that juicy. It's just very fruit forward. And the beer is very fruit forward. You get a big pop of like lots of orange, a lot of grapefruit peel, still kind of continuing with that kind of passion fruit kind of dried pineapple, unripened pineapple kind of theme. A nice pop of pine in the front though, that I was not getting the aroma. It's got a little bit of this green kind of pine needle kind of thing, but it's not too prickly and too earthy. It's sort of like bright and almost like air freshener, that kind of bright kind of note that you get from air freshener that's pine. Fruit flavors throughout. Again, that wonderful citrus note, a little bit of candied kind of sweetness in the middle. It dries out quite nicely. It's not too piney on the back end. It's more of this familiar kind of New Zealand, Australian kind of drying that I get on the back end. It's almost like it's bitter, but it's almost like a drying bitterness, if that makes any sense. It doesn't leave kind of this like a earthiness or pine kind of quality on your back end. It's also like a light kind of grassiness, and it sort of just flies off the palate. It's quite dry. It's really wonderful. I like that back end quality that the hops offer. Yeah, just a really nice kind of almost like medium mouthfeel, very clean drinking beer. If you gave this to me, other than that hint of sweetness, I would probably guess this was like a single IPA. It's just super easy to drink, which is dangerous. I believe this beer comes in at 8% ABV. Unfortunately, let's see. Why did they not say that? Anyway, sorry for the lack of research. I believe it is around 8%, 8% ABV. Really wonderful stuff. On Beer Advocate, this doesn't actually have that many reviews, so it doesn't actually help for me to tell you what the review rating is. It's like an 86 or something with 20 ratings. Rating from me? This is fantastic. Killer beer, wow. Let me try to think. 93? Yeah. 93. I wish on the flavor is a little bit more tropical, a little bit more obviously of a creamier mouthfeel, but it's just a really gorgeous drinking IPA. One of the better IPAs I've had from them, or I've had two from them, so really good stuff. But I do recommend Pretty Things. They make fantastic beer. Their Meadowlark IPA, I was just saying, I almost call it the New England Pliny. It's not that good. It's not Pliny. Don't worry, guys. But it is that kind of characteristic. I highly recommend Meadowlark IPA. Their Jacques d'Or Saison is one of my favorites. Favorite East Coast IPAs. East Coast Saisons. I think is one of the best from the East Coast. And also their St. Boltus Town brown ale. If you guys don't like a brown ale, get this one because it is so good. I'm a decent brown ale fan. That one really does it for me. And those two are really good. Their Quad, their Baby Maker, I don't really like as much, but those three beers highly recommend. And this is a new one to recommend from them. Let me know if you guys have had anything from Pretty Things. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.